and welcome to Newfoundland and Labrador Studies 2205. This is Unit 2, The Roots of Our Culture. I'm Miss Fleming, and of course I'm here with you for this course. This video is Section 1, Lesson 1, Indigenous Tradition of Storytelling. Before we begin, let's consider the quote below as we embark on learning about the roots of our culture through the tradition of storytelling. It's a quote by Lucy Fitzpatrick McFarlane, who is a writer. It's only now that I am older I fully realize how important storytelling is to our heritage, for it helps define who we are as individuals. Throughout this unit, we are going to be learning about the roots of our culture and the history of our culture through the art form of storytelling. Storytelling is one of the oldest art forms in history. It existed before recorded history, since time immemorial. It was a common pastime before the advent of film, television, and online entertainment. Storytelling is the art form of using words to convey the elements and images of a story to an audience, stimulating the imagination of the listener. Some examples are folk tales, local legends, recitations, throat singing, and dancing. Now, these are only some examples. It's a non-exhaustive list. Traditionally, stories are told from memory, as opposed to being read from a paper. Storytellers are the tradition bearers, even if they do not think of themselves as such. Their skills are well respected. It is considered a pastime rather than a profession. Through storytelling, historical information and traditional knowledge are passed down through generations. This image here is a group of Inuit elders in circle, which is a very common traditional practice. Let's talk about some stories of creation. There are many variations on the story of Turtle Island. While some variations are introduced here, they are by no means as detailed as they would be from an Indigenous storyteller, and there are many other variations as well. The variations shared here are from Ojibwe, Cree, and Inuit traditions. An Ojibwe story of Turtle Island begins with a flooded earth, as the Creator cleaned the world of feuding people. Some animals lived, including the turtle and muskrat. The muskrat swam deep beneath the water to find soil to put on the turtle's back, and while he died doing so, he was able to bring up some earth with his paws. The soil was then put on the turtle's back. This became known as Turtle Island, the center of all creation. A Cree creation story is centered around the stars, of how people came from the stars. The star woman saw Earth from another realm. She then fell through the hole in the sky and became the first human on this planet. The hole in the sky is the constellation Pakon-Kizik, or as some people know it, the Seven Sisters. Now, an Inuit story of creation has similarities to Cree tradition and Ojibwe combined. At the beginning of the world, there was nothing but water. Suddenly, stones and rocks came down from the sky to create the land. There was only darkness at this time, with humans and animals living together as one. The animals and humans took each other's forms and shapes. Words were created and contained very powerful magic. Whenever words were used, strange things would happen. And this is how daytime and nighttime were created through these words, and good and bad, and other things that make up the world. Stories are teaching. Storytelling teaches lessons for children on how to grow up, to be strong, and do great things. Through the power of observation, questioning, and wondering, storytelling has become the vehicle by which happenings around the world are explained. Stories explain how different phenomena occur. A great example of this is the origin of fog, or the first fog, as told by the Inuit of Labrador, the Canadian Northwest, and eastern Greenland. An English translation of the story can be found on page 99 in Newfoundland and Labrador Studies Selected Topics. Let's review. It's time now to complete the activities I have for you in Brightspace. You're going to look at some different examples of storytelling and of stories, and respond to those. I hope you enjoy it, and I'll see you in the next lesson.